How's it going, everybody? Real quick, I want to talk about, I'm going to do an updated tutorial, basically. I did a tutorial on how to play Warden a while ago, as I did with the majority of the characters, so we're going to dive on into the new Warden, and we're going to talk about my opinion on his changes, and we'll do the tutorial. So, for starters, his update made him pretty good. I don't know if he's going to be higher tier, bottom tier, who knows. So, the changes are as follows. His finishing heavies on all sides are unblockables, not just the top anymore. On any heavy, you can go into bash. This includes your second heavy, you can go into bash. Zone, you can go into bash. If you get, wall game going, you can then do another mix-up into a wall. Max damage, if you parry someone, they're out of stamina, you have full stamina. Max punish is zone into top heavy, which now, when someone is on the ground and out of stamina, you can, let's really quick, no, that's me. Actually, yeah, let's turn on this, that way I can show you how this works. They obviously won't attack, so I'll just do something as simple as this, and you could potentially get something like that again. Now, keep in mind, if you were to do something like this, the maximum damage, we're looking at 24 damage worth of lights and 64 damage worth of heavies, and that's assuming you get both of those reads. Obviously, you'll run out of stamina on that, though. So if you get someone... Now, remember, I keep forgetting, the hitbox is a little finicky. You don't want to throw to the right. If we throw to the left, as you can see, he's more likely to hit. Now, if you do go for the full charge, you'll get 27 damage, of course. Now, other change they made, you cannot backdash into your bash anymore. You can't back up into bash. That's the big nerf that he received. Alright, let's stop you from breathing so heavily. Alright. Now, the other change that they made, and I'll admit, when I played Warden, I abused the shit out of this. So, if you fully charged, you could feint it and you would move partially forward and you could guard break your opponent. Now, he'll, at the most, if you time it perfectly, he'll take maybe a step. No, he moves his right foot forward, but he doesn't move far enough. So if you have an opponent that backdashes early and then backdashes again and you go for the feint, it will not work. So your best choice is to try to get the full charge, which, again, keep in mind, all of these are unblockable. So I played some duels with my friend. We played 20 rounds, Warden v. Warden, to check out, how everything has changed. A big thing is obviously this unblockable. Now, the unblockable, you can either let it fly or you can go for the guard break, and then that guarantees a heavy into another mix-up. So, if you go for this heavy here, if someone tries to light attack, they will get hit. If they try to do anything, they'll get hit, unless, obviously, they have an amazing dodge, like Tiandi, JJ, something like that. They may be able to dodge out of it. Now, don't forget, Warden does have a very delayable second heavy. So if you have someone that keeps dodging, my friend started doing that quite often, so I would wait, he would dodge, go for a light, and I'd smack him across the face. So keep in mind, that's definitely something you can do. As for, I can try to see if my opponent will... Leia, don't you bark. Sorry, I'm looking at my dog. You can toss the ball if you want, Sarah. Throw top heavy, please. Please. So I was going to say the crushing counter still does pretty good damage. Yeah, you still get 33 damage off, and then obviously you get an immediate mix-up. So keep that in mind. You do get the And now it's no longer you have to go into bash when you get it. So if you do the crush and counter, you could go for the unblockable on the heavy. Keep in mind, this is big with playing the new Warden. Bash? Fuck bash. Bash doesn't... So one thing me and my friend did, I went for a bash and I did a level 2. He did a level 1. His level 1 missed because I dodged. I did a level 2. He did a level 1. We both missed each other multiple times. My level 2 missed. His level 1 hit. And this happened multiple times. The tracking definitely seems like it's a little bit weaker than it used to be. So keep in mind, it does feel weird. Now, a big thing a lot of Wardens are going to do now, and I'm going to talk through at the end of the video how to counter the new Warden, because I think everyone needs a good bit of advice on it. Alright, so, big thing right here is the new Warden, just abuse this. It's a 50-50, essentially, unless I'll get into it later, but if you do this, guard break, sometimes let it fly, sometimes don't. You know what I mean? Just kind of let it do its own thing. Now, real quick, I want to mention stamina costs, okay? So let's say you do something like this, you get the heavy, you go for the feint, you get that other one, you're out of stamina now. You did get some good offense, but... Yes, Ghost, I know. Do something like this, get the bash, feint into a toss, now you're out of stamina. I mean, you run out of stamina pretty easily. So, do watch your stamina and be cautious with it. Now, we're going to get... And that's basically all the changes for Warden. Obviously, he has different setups now. Like I said, if you knock him down, you can put him into an immediate setup. At any point, if you land this unblockable, now you have a shoulder bash mix-up. If you land it, you could go for a shoulder bash, get a little extra damage. You could go for a feint into another heavy or a zone or something like that. Full charge you could do. Now let's get into what you want to do against the new Warden. If you play any character that has a dodge attack, Tiandi, anyone that has a good dodge attack, and the way I describe a good dodge attack is simple. If someone throws a heavy and then they feint into guard break, if your attack will come out before the guard break or the guard break will bounce off, you have a good dodge attack, and you want to abuse the shit out of that against Warden. Now, the double heavy can be dodged very easily. Now, if they go, as you can see, that's not guaranteed. It's never going to be guaranteed. If you dodge both attacks, nothing's guaranteed. Now, if you have an extremely good dodge, you could punish Warden for letting it fly. And all the Warden could do is try to do one heavy and then try to feint and guard break you. But, like I said, if you have a good dodge, you can abuse that and punish Warden for it almost every single time. If he feints it, goes for guard break, you'll hit him. If he goes for the unblockable, you'll hit him. So keep that in mind. Some characters are really good. Tiandi, JJ, Berserker, and Shaman all have very, very good dodges. I'm sure some other characters do, but those are the ones that come straight to mind. Other thing you want to do against the new Warden, and this is another tip for Wardens by telling you how to kill Wardens. You know what people are going to be looking for. Disrespect is massive against this version of Warden. I've noticed if you only have someone going for the, level 1 bash, whatever, it doesn't matter. There is a correct timing for if you see them start to go for a bash, you can dodge, and then you can also dodge the level 3 if you have the timing perfectly, but you cannot dodge the level 2, which still only guarantees lights. Alternatively, if you're up against a Warden that appears to do the full charge and try to mix you up, am I going to let this fly and, you're going to eat this, or are you going to, am I going to feint and then you're going to eat that? Disrespect them immediately. As soon as you see them start to go for the bash, light attack them. Put them in fucking check. Because if you throw a heavy, their armor will be there in time to absorb the heavy, and then now you're trading. Go for your light attack, start your offense, and put him in the bad situation. This takes away Warden's level 2 and level 3 options through his bash, leaving him only with the level 1. And if you can condition your opponent to realize all they can do is use level 1, immediately as you condition them to do that, when they go for that bash, you can dodge it, and that is a guard break punish. He's kind of like Griffin in a sense, where if you dodge the bash, that's a guaranteed guard break. And that's a guaranteed heavy for you. And near a wall, that's a guaranteed wall splat for you. So keep that in mind against the new Warden. And do remember, it's not just the one heavy now. If he lands this, he can, go for the mix-up. And obviously will. But I hope this helps people coming back to Warden. I know Warden's very popular in the community, so this is the new way to play him, and I hope some of the tips and tricks to kill him will help Wardens beat other Wardens. Now, Warden's changes are going to be, in my opinion, very strong, because all he has to do is do this now. He has multiple mix-ups. And yes, if you know the timing for the dodge, you can counterpick Warden. A good counterpick, like I was saying, is Berserker. Berserker has a ton of armor, meaning that if Warden tries to go for his lights, you can trade a heavy, slap him across the face. If he goes for the bash, you can start your offense with a light attack. If he goes for the double heavy, you have a fast enough dodge that you can hit him. And even if he feints this into guard break, your attack will still hit. In addition, if he feints the unblockable into something else, or like he tries to dodge you or anything, Berserker's is undodgeable. You can't dodge that shit. So there are certain characters. Shaman is another one that comes to mind. Teundi can get some good stuff going. JJ. Warden uses a lot of stamina, so JJ definitely can knock him on his ass. But as I said, guys, I hope this helps. I will see you guys in a future video. Otherwise, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.